got Great God, the man behind the mask. He's going to talk about the Snow Day EP that he just released. How did you come up with the title Snow Day?
Great God.
So for me, Snow Day, the title came from, like, you know, it's a cocaine-based EP. So it's like, what else would I call it? It's snowing, you know? I played in the snow a lot. So it kind of was natural for me, you know what I'm saying?
So why did you choose to do the project primarily solo?
Just because like me, like other rappers, unlike other rappers, I only want to rap with you if I believe you. Like when I listen to it, I gotta believe you to like you. So it really ain't a lot of rappers that I believe, right? You know what I'm saying? I feel like that they just be fronting and they just be talking, and I don't want to even rap with you. I definitely don't want to rap with you. So if I don't believe you, I really don't really fuck with too many rappers. So, you know, it was only a couple people like Hell Rel, Joey Majors. That's really it. You know what I'm saying? Like I could have got anybody. Y'all saw what I did last year. I did records with Kiss. I did records with Benny the Butcher. I did records with Ito. I did records with Stone God. I did records with everybody. So this now was really just trying to show you what I could do on my own. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really need the cosign.
So what is it going to take for you to finally show us what you look like?
Great God.
A pack of M&Ms, a couple M's, you know what I'm saying? Maybe 2, 3 million, 4, 5, about 5 M's. I might take this fucking mask off and let y'all see this face.
The album flows together so nicely. How did you come up with the order for the album?
So the order of the album really wasn't even me at all. My man Merc Beats, Grammy nominated producer, you know, my godbrother, Merc Beats, I sent him the records and I just asked him to listen to the records, right? Like, yo, bro, just like kind of like A&R the project, just let me know what would make the cut and what wouldn't. Man, about 18 hours later, he sent me a track list. I'm like, damn, so that shit sound crazy. Like I had an order in my head, but it ain't sound nothing like what Merc did. So, you know, in the future, he'll be doing all of my curating, but yeah, man, he did all that. That was all Merc Beats, so if y'all like the way it flowed, that's that, you know, go follow Merc Beats and shout out to Merc Beats, man, because him and his wife, Jers, they made it crazy. Put the extra little skits in there, the Let It Snows, and like, I didn't know none of that shit was gonna be on there. I didn't know that they was gonna take they even took voice memos that I had gotten, you know what I mean? People like cheering me on in my DM, leaving me voice messages. Cause that's one thing that I do. Like when people get in my DM and they be like, yo son, I like your record, I try to be a little bit more personable. So I send them a voice memo back like, yo, thank you God, like I appreciate that. So then people start sending me voice memos like, okay, he cool, you know what I mean? We could talk to son. So, you know, they start sending me words of encouragement, and Merc took that, and that was supposed to be for one record. He took that and sprinkled it throughout the EP. So it's a lot of people that just fans and supporters that actually ended up on the actual EP.
How many projects do you plan on dropping in 2023?
So 2023, I think I'm gonna do. You definitely gonna get an EP every quarter from me. Every quarter I'm gonna put out something. But I got a lot of good shit going on in 2023. I'm gonna put out Still Snowing, and I know I'm gonna put out the God Talk EP. God Talk EP is a special one because that's like Snow Day was just for hustle. You understand? I just wanted to get that out of my system. That was my whole adult life. I did that. So that was second nature. Like when they say, why did you make a brick your merch? Cause you know what I'm saying? It was second nature. Like, why wouldn't I? So the God Talk EP is a little different. The God Talk EP is more substance, more, you know, probably serious records, I would say. Not that other one was, none of them shits was silly, but it just more, you know, I just dug a little deeper and it's a little bit more personal, those records.
Great God.
So I've been hearing that you got some big things coming up in 2023, like maybe a Roc Marci and a Alchemist album. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so let me just tell you something about Roc Marci first and foremost. Because when you say the word Roc Marci, you gotta realize what he's done and what he's still doing and what he is able to do for other people. Getting a cosign for Roc Marci is like the equivalent of getting a cosign from Jay, from Hov. I don't know if y'all saw the Rolling Stones article last month when they crowned Roc Marci the king of the underground, and he definitely is the king of the underground. So every time I talk about Roc, I don't want it to be light, because he reached out to me and gave me the up when he didn't have to. He didn't know me. You understand what I'm saying? Very, very, very few people will reach down from the throne and try to pull somebody up genuinely. Like me and Roc don't got no contract. He didn't even know me. We had never even met when he was putting me in his story, when he was talking about me to other people like Jason Jeter. When he was telling, you know what I'm saying? When he running around talking about GREA8GAWD, that's something that he doing that he don't have to do. So, you know, I'm forever in debt with Roc for that. But yeah, me and Roc, we definitely got a project coming out. It's called God Brothers. We're gonna do he gonna produce a EP. We're gonna do a joint EP. You know what I'm saying? And inshallah, we get Al to throw us a couple records too. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Roc Marci, man, because like I said, it takes a very confident, humble, strong man to say, listen, my Rolling Stone cover came out today. You would think, okay, I ain't put nothing else on my social media. If you notice, these rappers, if they got something going on, they not alley-ooping and putting nobody else in their mix and nobody else in their story. The same day the Rolling Stone magazine came out, the article about him being the king of the underground, he was telling the world, look at GREA8GAWD. I'm going to shows. He's saying, this GREA8GAWD. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Shout out to my god brother, Roc Marci, man. Genuine, you know what I'm saying? That shit is from the heart, you know what I'm saying? So it's, I know when it's different. I know when somebody trying to use me to propel themselves. But like I said, when you got somebody that ain't worried about whether your light going dim theirs or vice versa, that's special, and I appreciate the God for that.
So what is your ultimate goal? Are you signed? Are you looking for a deal? Like, what's going on?
I mean, I tell these A&Rs what you want to talk for, what you trying to give me already got my sock drawer. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't looking for no deal. I don't really care about no record deal. Cause I done did everything I want to do without rap. So I don't need no record deal to do anything. Right now, my main objective is to be heard. My main objective is to let y'all know I am better than every last one of y'all. You can't make a better hustle record. I ain't never even showed y'all my girl records. I ain't even did none of those yet. You can't make a better girl record. You're not gonna out money talk. You're not gonna out talk slick me. You're not gonna talk about this fashion. Cause the fashion that y'all talking about right now, I was talking about that shit fucking 7 years ago. And they just now talking and getting on this fashion. We know y'all was dirtbags, like, y'all not me. So my ultimate goal is really just to let the world know, like, okay, he focused. I want y'all to know I'm way better than y'all. That's it.
So what inspired you to do this Snow Day EP? Can you break it down, like, track by track?
So, like I said, it was a natural progression for me. Like, okay, I hear these niggas talking about all these bricks and all these birds and all this money, and then they be contradicting themselves because you'll figure out they're saying a rap, I was broke and I didn't have this. Well, when did you have the birds? When you had the birds or you was up? But you can't have to say you had birds for all this time and then in another rhyme say you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I was struggling and ain't nobody, the bitches ain't like me when I was broke and all that. That ain't my story, man. You know what I'm saying? So I said, let me tell my story. Let me let them know that, like, you know what I'm trying to say. I've been on and been had it, and I got mad at it, don't want it no more by the time you get it. So that's for me, that's what Snow Day is about. Snow Day is about, let me tell a story, but let me find clever ways to tell a story too. Because like, for instance, my record is called Thanks for Nothing. I've heard every hustle story, I heard every brick story, I heard everything that got to do with hustling. But I have never heard nobody talk to the audience from the fiend perspective. So Thanks for Nothing for me was, let me put myself as the fiend and talk to the hustler. Nobody never did that. I'm not the one I wasn't smacking the fiends around when I was in the spot. I was listening. I learned a lot from junkies. You understand what I'm saying? I learned a lot about life. I learned a lot about saving money. I learned the do's and the don'ts. And I learned those from people that was drug addicts. While everybody else was smacking them and trying to shoot them and throw them off the roof and do all of this shit when they were short. That wasn't me. So that record is different. You understand? My record called Bag Lady, produced by Aguilar. I just wanted to give homage to the women that really been around, that really been dead for niggas. You understand? Like, yeah, did bids and brought niggas the bag while they was up top locked up. And then your dumb ass come home and fuck a bum bitch. You come home and fuck a squirrel. You know what I'm saying? You niggas will fuck a wolf if you had the chance. But you want to disregard the lady that kept the kids upstairs when you was bagging up. You know what I'm saying? That tucked the swammy when you got pulled over. That was willing to put the work in you know what I'm saying? So that you don't go to jail, shit like that. So, you know, that type of shit, man. My whole thing is I'm gonna do it differently. I'm gonna tell y'all the story, but I'm gonna tell you the pros and the cons too. You know, it ain't anybody that ever hustled. No, it ain't just all ups. It's ups and downs. It's shit like a roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, one of my favorite joints on the EP is probably The Third Coming. And The Third Coming, my man Nick in Vegas did that Inkwell. And I was in the studio with Joey Majors, and I think I probably was the first one to start putting Nick name in my records. You know what I'm saying? Like showing the engineer love. You know what I'm saying? That's what GREA8GAWD is about. I know how it feels to be revered. I know how it feels to be adored. You understand? So I like to make other people feel that same love. So I start throwing my man Nick name in the records. And then some way, somehow, he told me he was a producer. And I'm like, what? Like, I've been in the studio with you all this time, and you ain't told me that you a producer? Like, he record Drake, he record Wayne, all that. I'm like, let me hear something. So he finally let me hear these beats, and then he played The Third Coming. And when he played The Third Coming, I was like, oh, nah, that's different. That shit was crazy. It was just, it just felt different, you know what I'm saying? So I brought it back. I left Vegas, flew back to New York, and the first thing when I heard, I said, the pack came in. Only thing I need is a stove. I got some niggas on my line, said they need a few O's. I said, respectfully, Playboy, I don't sell O's. I have cost a Mellow jersey before he went to the pros. You know what I'm saying? So it just, you know, the way that beat, you know, people, a lot of the fans will say like, yo, that's the best joint you did on the EP. You wrote that beat the best, but that's one of my favorite records on there, man. That and probably Work All Day, produced by my god brother Thanos. Thanos sent me that. He sent me that record, and it already had the sample Work All Day, and then it had work. So I said, let me play with that. You know what I'm saying? And I say, you know, if the coke ain't got Marci on it, then I could sell Work All Day. You know what I'm saying? So I just, you know, different shit, man. I just play with these records, man. It's like, all right, I got something for them, man. Yeah. My man Alcatrax, he gave me Circa. Circa to me is a record that Jay should have had. I feel like if Hov hears Circa, he'll be like, damn, I wish I had that record right there. So that's my man Dow, and he like, yo, he's like, everybody that send me these packs and send me these records and be like, instantly, like my recording process is instant. If I hear the beat, I could come up with 8-9 bars in the first 10 minutes of me hearing the beat, then it's over. A lot of the records on the EP, I woke up out of my bed. I was dreaming about them records, and I woke up, went in my living room, or either went to the studio and recorded them records early in the morning. My man, shout out Whip Beats. Whip Beats sent me some of the most fire records that's on the EP. But yeah, man, that's, for me, it was just like, let me tell a story that's been told, but let me tell it a different way.
Shout out to my nigga Taj. We finally focused, baby.